Not sure how many of you care, but since you clicked on this video, it seems like you do. Today I just wanted to share some of my thoughts on a game engine called Unity and why I think its future isn't so bright. I'll also be going over some of the other game engines that I find better than Unity and replacements for Unity if you used it and want to change engines. Let's get into it. For those who don't know what Unity is a cross-platform game engine with 2D and 3D capabilities, but it's mostly centered around 3D. A game engine is basically just a software where you develop games. There are many game engines such as Unity, Unreal, Godot, Game Engine, Construct, and many more. Some are focused on 3D, some 2D, some use C#, some use Lua, some use visual scripting. Point is, each game engine differs vastly from one another. Pricing and contracts also vary based on the engine, which brings me to my first point. Unity, like many other game engines, use a different paid subscription plan, ranging from $2,000 to $5,000 a year. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to read what each subscription plan contains. Unity does have a free plan called Personal Edition, but it has its drawbacks. The main drawback being the splash screen that Unity forces at the start of your game. While you can sort of customize it, you cannot remove it unless you have the Pro subscription or higher. Unity did announce that the splash screen can be removed from version Unity 2023 LTS or long-term support and higher. This version, however, comes with a huge catch. Unity announced that starting from January 2024, if your game surpasses 200,000 in revenue over 12 months and 200,000 total installs, it will begin charging Unity Personal and Pro developers a 20-cent fee per install of their game. Meaning that if after you cross the threshold of 200,000, you have to pay Unity 20 cents each time someone installs your game. So if you get 1 million installs, you have to pay Unity $200,000. Heck, if your game gets 10,000 installs after the threshold, you have to pay Unity $2,000. That's quite a lot to ask from an indie dev, and this fee will never leave. Now Unity did apologize for this change, but it didn't change anything. Even if I'll never make $200,000 from a game, Unity has completely lost my trust in them. If they're willing to suddenly apply a huge fee for installs, you don't know what they could do in the future. If they wanted, they could apply a new, even bigger fee for game developers using the engine, and nobody could do anything about it. They're digging their own grave at this point. You just constantly live in this uncertainty that what if when you wake up you'll have your project of many years destroyed because some new update in their fees or pricing. I just don't see any plausible future where Unity is going to thrive under the new executive decision that it makes. Now picking a game engine can be tricky, but I'll give some of my opinions and suggestions for a possible game engine if you're looking for one. Godot is a cross-platform 2D and 3D game engine, though it's mostly centered around 2D. What's good about Godot is that it's completely open source and without any fees. Yes, you can just install it and never worry about any fees or contracts. And it being open source means that you can customize it however you'd like. That's what I personally switched to, but it has a bit of a learning curve, since it uses GDScript and has a different workflow from Unity. GameMaker is a cross-platform 2D engine. It uses its own GML or GameMaker language, but also has visual scripting. GameMaker is a good option if you're a complete noob to coding and game development. However, if you want to release your game commercially, you have to buy a Pro license, which is a one-time payment of $100. Fun fact, Undertale was made in GameMaker. While I do not recommend Unreal as your first game engine, it is a really capable one. It's a 3D only game engine that has the capability to make stunning and super realistic graphics and physics. It uses C++ as its programming language. hopefully you learned something new from this video. Also, if you still like and want to use Unity, go ahead. I'm not saying the engine itself is bad by any means. It's a really good engine with amazing capabilities. I just raised some points about Unity's executive decisions. By no means is it your fault. If I got something wrong in this video, you can tell me about it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, do consider liking and subscribing. It helps the comment.